everybody, it's Lisa. Welcome to all my subscribers. Welcome back. And to all the new people that are joining us. Some from Marie's Table. Welcome. I'm going to wait a little while for some people to get on. I thought I'd talk about the full moon tonight in Virgo, which is a great sign. I have all my crystals here. I was doing a Reiki session earlier, and I brought out all my crystals. So I don't know if that's anything anybody wants to see. But I did want to have a chance to come on and talk live. Selenite. The reason I brought out my crystals to remind me to put them out tonight, because it's a really good idea to charge all your crystals when they come out. Hi, Angela. Hi, Jane. Hi, Haroon. So I'm waiting for a few more people to come on because I'm going to talk about the full moon in Virgo before I do some readings. How are you guys all doing? Talking about crystals a little bit. Yes, of course. Talking about crystals, I hope you guys, I stopped for a while so that people would have a chance to catch up. And I've pretty much decided that this is going to be I don't know if it's the last one, but I feel like people should be donating just like they do on other channels and not just be free. So that, because I know my readings are worth it and that you get good information out of them. So underneath donations of love down below, if people want to donate $5 or $10, that would be great. I would appreciate it. It makes me feel that I'm not frustrated with people coming on just for free readings. And the people that have been coming on and talking to me from other YouTube channels have said, I'm crazy to give free readings. People will just come and find you for free readings. And I'm beginning to feel that way a little bit, because nobody's helping and donating to the channel. So I will probably be doing that. And then I will definitely guarantee people that donate. And yeah, time to organize. Oh, your crystals you're talking about. Absolutely. But yeah, I definitely will guarantee a reading for somebody that donates, that shows up as a donation. And I will pick and choose among the others, to see who gets a reading. There won't be just a straight list like there usually is. Not everybody will get a free reading. But I will do readings, and just like I do other channels, and hopefully we'll continue to grow the channel. So if you want to help me by growing the channel, that's a help as well. I should ban unsubscribers. I do ban unsubscribers, but they tell me that they've subscribed and then I get off and they haven't. So I don't have a lie detector. So if people, that's karma. Karma's going to come to people that lie, right? So I can't do anything about that. If they say they've subscribed and I believe them, then I believe them, because YouTube sometimes takes a couple of days for a subscription to show up. So I can't do anything about it. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about with the crystals was putting them out tonight, because the full moon is tonight, and you should always recharge your crystals under the light of the full moon. It's a really good time for letting go. It's a really good time for putting out your crystals. The only crystal you don't need to recharge is selenite. And I'll tell you, selenite is a really good cleanser and charger of all your other crystals. You can see what it looks like. It's kind of like that shaly. If you put it under the water, it melts. So you want to make sure you don't do that. But it's really good at charging all your other. Hi, Sylvia. I need you to subscribe, please, for a reading, or you can donate. I have a donations of love of $5 to $10 down below. Looks like plantain. No, it's it's not. It's selenite. And it's like a real chalky kind of material, as opposed to one of my other crystals, which is like really hard. See this crystal aventurine, which brings in money. I use it during my Reiki sessions. And this is a really hard crystal. And this is a very, very soft crystal. It actually will break. So crystals are often rated based on their hardness and their softness as well. But they're really good for cleansing. You can put out hi, Neelam. You can put out your crystals, you can put out your tarot cards, you can put out anything you want highlighted in the moonlight tonight. So it's a really good idea. Have a Nushin. So I was just telling everybody, I'm going to talk a little bit about the full moon in Virgo tonight. I'll make sure you give me a thumbs up if you like this. But I have decided to probably be like other YouTubers where they ask you to go to donations of love down below. And because I don't have a place yet where you can super chat and you can give money, I have to get to 1,000 people first. So invite all your friends for sure. But so $5 or $10 will get you a guarantee of a free reading. And then I'll pick and choose among other people for a couple as well. But I won't be going through the full list every time because I've been finding that everybody just comes on for their free readings. Thank you. It's my normal haircut. It had grown like down to here being in isolation for the past year. So it's the regular haircut that I have, but thank you, Venetian. It does look different, that's for sure. So does anybody know, is anybody able to go down below and see where that is, where you do the donations of love? There's a little X and you have to open the X and you get a drop down box. And it tells you there's a Venmo, there's a PayPal, there is a place, just so I know that you guys can actually see it. I have done it on my own phone, but I haven't done it on here. And that way I would know that you can definitely see it. So you can let me know what you would like to do. So I will start off by going through the list here, and I'll count down 5. Angela, have you subscribed? I don't remember. Yeah, you have. You've been on here before. 1, 2, 3, 4. New people is Sylvia. Hi from New York, Sylvia. I can give you a free reading. I counted down 5, and I'll give you a free reading this evening. What would you like to ask a question? And I can use my tarot cards. I can do a psychic reading. What would you like? So it'll be just a little bit different, and I figured that way. Beck Shorty, 1986. I just need you to subscribe so that you can get a reading. I'll go through, everybody that's on here will have the opportunity to get a free reading, or you can go down below to donations of love. Below the video, there's a little drop box, and you can donate by Venmo, $5 to $10 by Venmo or by PayPal to guarantee yourself a free reading, one or the other. Okay, but BX Shorty, 1986. I do need you to subscribe, please. It's great to see you guys. You can see what? We can see it, it says. You can't see if you subscribe down below. Oh, you can see. Good. The box down below. Thank you. Thank you, Neelam. The question I asked, you're answering. What a surprise. Sorry about that. Thank you, Heron. Yes. Don't forget to like as well. And I'd love to have you guys on here. I'm just trying to find a way to keep the channel going until I can get to 1,000 people, and then I have super chat and YouTube will help me, and I don't need to worry about keeping the channel going because YouTube will help. So that would be great if we can get to that point. Okay. So Sylvia, are you here? Do you have a question that you would like answered? Hi, Sylvia. What would you like to know, hon? Have you already subscribed? Because I do readings for subscribers. Yes. Okay. Is that recent? Hi, Natalia. Oh, after Marie. Yeah. Unfortunately, she couldn't get it to work. That was frustrating for her. If you know a lot of people from that channel, if you could put it out there to have people come and join my community as well, Marie and I will talk to each other and do other things as well. I would love that, Natalia. Thank you. Looking for people to donate. So I don't know if you can copy and paste the donation things that are listed down below, donations of love, either PayPal or Venmo. If you can copy and paste them so that people can, and then I'll pin it so people can go right to it to donate. I'm looking for $5 or $10 donations, and I'll guarantee a reading by doing that. And then I'll pick and choose some free readings along the way. Love life. Well, I can't do all of 21. I can do a month for you, Sylvia. I would do all of 2021 if you were getting a free reading with me. Certainly, I mean, if you were getting a paid reading at northernlights.one, that's my website. If you did a half-hour reading, I could do all of the 2021. But I will, these are mini readings, so I will do for the month of March for you. Okay. YouTube. Yeah, I don't think that's right, hon. I think it was both. So you would need to, I think you can copy and paste both because they're right next to each other. Hi, Ritz. You can be added if you're subscribed, hon. And then if you would like to donate $5 to $10, you can be guaranteed a reading. And then otherwise I will pick and choose who I do readings for. Because I do mini readings. Okay, Sylvia, let's see what we've got. PayPal, there's PayPal. And then I pinned PayPal for anybody. Well, you and Marie do the live, the more can vibe you out. Yes, for sure. Because I just started my channel and Marie's been on forever. I love Marie. She's such a sweetheart. And if you know anybody to bring them on over, have us join. And there down up below is the PayPal address for anybody. Hey, Dawn. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Pull some cards for you, Sylvia. Okay, interesting. So I have the 9 of Swords. So there's something that you're worried about. There's something that you're thinking about and that you're very worried about. You see Mary Magdalene above in this card. I'm using the Gilded Tarot, by the way, the Imperial deck. And you can see Mary Magdalene looking over, kind of telling you not to worry. You notice none of the swords are hurting you or touching you, but you're still really worried about something, Sylvia. And I'm not sure what that's about. But what I'm gathering from the card is that you really don't need to be as worried about it as you are. Okay. I don't know if this is a relative. This could be mom. I feel like this is a female energy that you're worried about. But I'm hearing that you don't need to be as worried as you are. And in fact, I'm getting the 3 of Cups after, which is a celebratory card, which is a card of celebration and that everything's wonderful. So I don't know if they are combined and it's something that you're worried about or worried about getting a job or worried about somebody's health. But the celebration card is telling me that everything's going to be wonderful. The 3 of Cups is all about celebration. It's all emotions, right? So you could be dealing with a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer for the Cups. And the Swords are air signs, which could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So any of those signs could be involved with you. But I really feel like the best thing for you to do is to know that celebration is following it and try not to worry. Okay. And there's Natalia just listed Venmo as well. Okay. So I pinned that. Okay, guys, thanks. Does that make sense, Sylvia? There is a delay in the celebration because I also just pulled I wanted to pull one more card and I got the Hanged Man. So there is a delay. It's kind of a stuck kind of feeling. You can undo it yourself. You can get yourself out of it. So I think before you be celebrating, you'll be letting this go is what I'm hearing. But there will be a little bit of a delay before the celebratory part starts. Okay, I think it's the guy that you've been thinking about. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think you've been worrying, but you don't need to worry because the end result is really happiness and celebration. But it's going to take its time getting here. Okay, it's going to take its time getting here. And that's the best way that I can explain these 3 cards. Okay, Sylvia? It's a real mini reading, but that's how I get to do a lot of readings. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. So Natalia, can you see when somebody pays or does a donation through Venmo? You help validate your thought. Oh, good. That's perfect. That's what I love to do. And that's lots of times, especially those of us who are on here are very intuitive. They're very, not just intuitive, but empathic, I guess I should say. So you really can feel other people's feelings and you have to really trust the judgment of your own That's exactly it. Trust yourself more, because when you get the validation that it's something that you've already been thinking about, then that's the best way to move forward. Okay. So if somebody donates, you can let Natalia know, and then I can definitely read for you, guaranteed reading. Otherwise, I'll go through and I'll pick some names. Okay, Neelam, would you like a reading this evening? Sylvia, I'm so glad you joined. Sometimes I'll put up tomorrow. I'll be doing a reading for the entire week for the tarot, all the tarot cards, all the different signs. So I hope you'll come back and you'll watch that. And I don't usually do political things like Marie does, but I may start going in that direction a little bit. There's so much happening. Thank you. Continuing to grow, Sylvia. Like I said, bring your friends back. Before you go, I do want to talk a little bit about the full moon that's in Virgo tonight. For those of you, we already talked about putting out your crystals, putting out your tarot decks, charging everything. But full moon in Virgo is a really nice, calm energy. Full moon in Virgo. It's a really great time to go inward and to take care of you, to go inward and to really either not necessarily change anything that you want to change. Hi, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I just need you to subscribe to be able to get a reading, hun. Okay. So it's a really good time to kind of let go and let the universe take hold, because in January and February, remember, we were in those really strong, yes, because I don't know how to pronounce your name, hun. I'm sorry. I do need you to subscribe. Okay, Natalia. So Venusian sent a donation. Thank you, Venusian. So Venusian will be guaranteed a reading next. You can put Venusians on the list. That's awesome. Thank you, Venusian. Thank you, hun. Okay. I have to trust you because I can't take the time to go and look. So I'm not sure when you would have subscribed, but I will trust and believe. Okay. Thank you, Venusian. So you're next. So Neelam, I was looking to see if you're still here, if you wanted to have a reading. Let me finish with talking about Virgo. The full moon in Virgo, which is where I was before I was asking Neelam to come through. I was trying to buy a little bit of time for Neelam to come through. And the full moon in Virgo, I love the full moon in Virgo because my sun sign is in Virgo. So for me, it just makes me feel warm and comforted. But for everybody else, it's a sign of loving and peace and going within and self-care and nurturing and really taking a look at the things that are important to you. Perfect full moon to let go of things that no longer serve you. Perfect full moon to know that, the new moon is usually when we manifest, but it's a really good time also to be able to let go of those things, okay? To let go of the things that no longer serve you, to feel really good about it. And it's self-care and it's nurturing. It's a very nurturing full moon. They call it the cold moon because it's so crystal clear up here where it's really cold in New England. And that's why they've always called it the cold moon, according to the Farmer's Almanac. I looked that up today because I didn't know why they would call it the cold moon. But this time of year, it's so cold, in a good part of the country, as we've been able to see. That's why they call it the cold moon. But it's a wonderful time to relax, to go with the flow, to listen to the universe, to not push, to not try to control, but to stand back and let things happen to you. Okay. And really pay attention to the goodness and give it a lot of gratitude. It's a perfect full moon for that. Okay, so put out all your crystals tonight, and all your crystals will get recharged. Put all your cards and all your tarot cards, etc., will get recharged and cleansed. Remember, selenite's the only crystal that you don't need to put out. Okay, so it doesn't look like Neelam is here anymore, so I will move on. Venusian is next because Venusian donated under PayPal. So Venusian is guaranteed a reading for sending a donation. So thank you, Venusian. Thank you for supporting the channel. How can I help you today? And you get a little bit longer reading by donating also. I pull 4 cards and we talk a little bit longer than a regular mini reading. So it's kind of a nice bonus for $10, right? So I'm going to pull 4 cards, but what would you like to ask? Okay, so you're single. So let's see. Well, you have a very wise man coming in. It's an older gentleman. It's a sword. Which is air sign, so it could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And this is the King of Swords, and he's very nonchalant about things. He's not a very logical type, is what I'm hearing. But you do have somebody coming in, and from the look of it, I have the Eight of Pentacles here. So I would say within 8 weeks that this person is coming in. The Pentacles means money, so he could have some money. He could have owned his own business, Venusian. He could be working really hard at a business and making money, but he's not hurting for money. So you won't need to be responsible for him financially, which is nice. The next card I have is the Four of Swords, which is all about kind of just allowing, again, more of that Virgo moon. Really, it's the perfect card to come up during the Virgo moon because it looks like he's just resting. It's really about going inward and having self-care, right? Taking time for yourself, taking time, some downtime. So it's good that you're not dating anyone, because I feel like right now is a really good time for you to go inward and make changes on yourself and for yourself before you make a decision who you want to end up dating next or spending the rest of your life with. It could be that person that's coming next, which is really nice. And the reason I say that is because the fourth card I got is the Emperor. And the Emperor, the king of all decks, he knows everything, right? And he's the person that's really in charge. He's the person that really kind of brings the whole zodiac together, brings the whole astrology together. He's honesty. He's genuineness. He's feeling calm. He's feeling grateful. It's a really good energy to have for somebody. And he's large and in charge is what I always say about the Emperor. So the Emperor and the Empress, mother and father of the deck. And the Emperor, it could be, along with this king that we have of swords, could show just a really, really strong personality. Okay. It could be an Aquarius. It could also be a Capricorn. I'm hearing that's coming in. Very, very strong personality, very, very capable of taking care of himself, has more than enough money, is very strong. And you'll meet him or he'll come in after you have a chance to have some rest and relaxation. So that's lovely. I'm going to pull a romance angel card too. Besides those cards, to see what we get for the romance angels as well. Okay. Okay. First card I get is release your ex. So Venusian, how are you feeling? I know you're not dating anymore, but have you totally forgiven and let go of the person that you were in a relationship with? Because I also got forgive and learn. So it makes me think that you may have let go of your ex, but have you actually totally let go of them? To the point where you won't be looking or missing any of his traits or their traits if you go out and find another person. Releasing that much. So you know how sometimes you release somebody or you let go of an ex? It says, I'm healing and forgiving a lot of my exes. Okay, that's perfect. And that's perfect to do at the Virgo moon. So this is the perfect time for these cards to be coming up. It's good that you won't be looking back. I think we're not in Mercury retrograde anymore. We're moving forward, right? Mars is coming out of any harsh signs. So we're getting rid of, by March 15th, we're really getting into some beautiful energies. And I feel like after March, you've got all these beautiful cards with this person coming in. And I love it. So I would definitely count on this person coming in within 8 weeks. Okay, so that takes us through March. That takes us through the end of April. I do feel like you'll be meeting him from someone introducing you, Venusian. Okay, so I feel like you'll be introduced by one of your friends or somebody that you know. Will be like, I don't know if they'll have like a get-together. We'll be able to have get-togethers by then, but I feel like you'll be introduced to this person by somebody that you know, which is always nicer than, going online or just happen to meet somebody, right? If somebody else recommends them and says, hey, this is a great guy, or this is a great girl, or whatever, you'll really like this person. I mean, I always feel safer dating somebody like that. I don't know about you, but I do feel like the next person that's coming in, psychically, I'm hearing they're probably going to be around for a long time. So I feel like it's going to be a good choice. And I feel like you're really going to be happy with the person that comes in next. Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, I think especially now everybody's home, everybody's on dating apps, everybody's, and because of that, I don't always trust everything on a dating app. Maybe it's just me. What's the sad face for, Venusian? You're welcome. What's the sad face for? What are you sad about that I said, hun? Because I'll give you a little more information on it. A long time. That's a good thing, isn't it? It's not a long time until they come in. It's a long time being in the relationship. I feel like once you meet this person and get in a relationship, it's actually a cute face. Oh. It's happy emotional. There you go, Venusian. I like that. And it's not that it's going to take a long time for this person to come in. I feel like they're going to be coming in within 8 weeks. I'd say a long time that you'll be dating them or that you'll be with them. Oh, I cry a lot too, Venusian. It's a nice way to release, like puppy eyes. I like that, Natalia. Happy crying. So it's going to be a long-term relationship. That's what I mean by a long time. Okay, it's going to be a long-term relationship. It's really going to be a happy relationship. So I think you'll be really glad that you waited, and I think you'll be really happy with who you choose. Does that make sense? And that should be happy crying because I really like the cards that you got pulled. Hi, Veronica. I just need you to subscribe, and you can donate above at the Venmo or PayPal and to guarantee a reading. Okay. Did anybody else donate? Now, Natalia, did anybody else let you know that they donated? Healing a lot. Oh, you're so welcome, Venusian. It looks wonderful. It looks like a wonderful relationship. And the healing that you're doing is really going to pay off. The liking of yourself and the respecting yourself is really going to make a difference in the relationship you end up in. So that's wonderful. So Venusian donated $10. So she was guaranteed a reading and she got an extra long reading because she donated. So if anybody wants to donate, Natalia has listed Venmo up above where they can donate $5 or $10 and you can get a reading. Natalia, has anyone else said that they donated? Probably the most donors received in a stream. Well, have you donated, Haroon? It's donations and then I pick, donations are guaranteed an extra long reading, just like Venusian just had. And then I will pick occasional free readings as people join. Okay, like the people that have been on consistently, $5 to $10 isn't a lot. Didn't you win the lottery? Didn't you win at Powerball or at the casino, Haroon? I remember you telling us about that. Right up above, it's pinned for Venmo, Veronica. Can you see? Right above where it's pinned, it says Venmo. You can go right there to donate, hun. Or I also have PayPal, and my PayPal is under LLA24 at I can't pin both, or I would. So if you're looking for PayPal, LLA24 at cox.net. That's where you can go for PayPal, or Venmo is pinned. Thank you. Thank you, Veronica. Oh, and there's Natalia you can link right in for PayPal right there if you're looking for PayPal. And then Venmo is up above. It's pinned. Thank you. Thank you, you guys. Okay, so Jane, I'll go back and do a reading for you. I'm looking for people that are coming on. Great. And then Veronica, as soon as you donate, let Natalia know, and Natalia will put you right in line and you'll be first. You'll get your reading next. You'll be guaranteed a reading and it'll be extra long because you donated. Okay? Jane, are you still here? I have a feeling that once I start to ask for donations, that people will slowly disappear from my channel. And that's sad because I thought we were a wonderful community. But it seems that a lot of people were coming just for the free readings. And I really want to do a lot with like not supernatural, but what's the word I'm looking for? You guys help me out. Not supernatural, but metaphysical, like metaphysical things, and talking about guardian angels. And I did a video on dreams versus visitations, and I did a video on how to sage your home, and how to meet up with your guardian angel. And I'll do meditations and things like that. You were thinking occult. Yeah, and I can talk about pretty much anything you guys want to talk about. That's for sure. I love to do that. All you have to do is tell me. Tonight I talked about the full moon. I talk a lot about astrology things. I talk about the crystals. I had a crystal class about a week and a half ago. You can go back through my old videos and find them. I always label them. So I did a class talking about the different kinds of crystals and what to use them for. So there's lots of really cool things. So it doesn't look like Jane is still here. So I am going to jump now. It looks like Angela. I'll do a reading for you. What would you like a reading on? It'll be a shorter reading because I'm waiting for Veronica. She's doing a donation, and I'll do a longer reading, but I'm happy to do a mini reading for you. Oh, Venusian says, sometimes when I wake up, I feel sensations like someone was touching my arm, or I touched something weird. I feel them physically on my body. I do that too. It could be astral traveling for sure. And it could just be some of your loved ones coming to visit you. A general psychic reading. Sure, whatever spirits are telling you. You're so welcome. All right, let's do a general psychic reading, and let me hear what your angels are telling you, okay? I hope we can keep our community together and people don't drift off for the sake of $5. That seems silly because it's a reading that you're getting for sure. This is the Dreamer's card, Venusian. This is a card. Hi, Patricia. So today I'm doing, and you've already donated, so you've donated all the time, Patricia, but today I'm doing a guaranteed reading, a little bit longer for people that I think we get to know more about you is why, as you said, you are new. Yeah, absolutely. But I've been on since August, so I'm not that new. So a lot of people here, the same people come on, and I usually come on 3 or 4 times a week, so they definitely know me. But you're right, Sylvia. And a lot of my readings are live, and I also do a lot of recorded readings. So Angela, this is your angels are telling me this is the Daydreamer's card. You have 3 cups here, and you can't decide between the cups. So the universe is saying, okay, here's a 4th. In other words, they want to make you happy. The universe really wants to make you happy right now, Angela. So this is all about you manifesting. This is all about putting out there what it is you want, which is lovely. That's the Dreamer's card. And the second card I have is the 10 of Wands. I mean, the 8 of Cups, 10 of Wands. I saw his wand, and I immediately thought of wands. Look, he's left a lot of the cups behind him. He's not even turning them around before he's making a decision to move away. And your spirit guides are telling me, as I'm looking at this card, maybe you're being offered a job. Maybe you're being offered a new job, and you're not happy with the job you're in, and this is a job coming in, because I feel like you're walking away from something that was offered to you. Is this were you offered a job, or are you in the middle of a job that you don't like? So you're trying to make a decision if you're going to move away from it or not? You are looking for a new job. Okay, because this is you've been offered. Have you been offered something? You were laid up a few months ago. Because I feel like you've been offered something. This is definitely so yeah, Sylvia, it's great that you're staying around, because sometimes the angels when I pull cards, it's for more than one person. So you get a lot of information out of staying for other people's readings as well. But this is the Dreamer's card. So this is really, maybe you're dreaming about a certain job and you're not happy with the ones you've seen so far. So the universe is bringing in another one, but you're actually walking towards, if you don't have a job right now, you're leaving these cups behind you. You're walking, and it's a full moon, which is tonight, right? So it's tonight, between now and the end of the next full moon. Definitely soon. I say within 30 days you have a new job, because the full moon is tonight. So it's between tonight and the next full moon, the next 30 days. And the Virgo rising, this is a perfect time to manifest because it's a Virgo full moon tonight. I'm a Virgo sun, and this is our time, all you fellow Virgos, Virgo sun, Virgo moon, or Virgo rising. Okay, so this is a perfect time for you to manifest in this dream, and you will have a choice, and this is a universe like handing it to you. Okay, so it's lovely, Angela. I really like that. So count on it coming your way. Okay, Veronica. Veronica donated. So Veronica is next. Thank you for your donation. And I'll spend a little extra time on you because you donated as well. So thank you. You're so welcome, Angela. My pleasure, hon. I'm so glad you came and that you're part of our community. So really glad that you're here. Veronica donated. So Veronica gets a reading right away. And she also gets a little bit longer reading. Spend a little longer time and I pull an extra card. So what would you like to know, Veronica? What's your question tonight that you'd like to know about? And thank you for your donation. That's very kind for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Most people who have gotten to over 1,000 subscribers have super chat and people can donate that way. But I don't have that and I don't like to ask for it, but I get to the point where it's a lot managing the channel myself. So I appreciate you supporting me and supporting the channel. So thank you very much. Could I get a medium reading? Yes, you can. Who would you like to speak with, hon? I'm going to call on Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel to bring through messages of love and light for your highest and best. Okay, a mediumship reading is calling in somebody who's passed over. Did you mean that? Oh, you want to talk to your spirit guides. Okay, we don't have to do mediumship. What is G's intentions with me? Okay, so let's pull some cards on that. So mediumship, just so you guys know, is vibing you out, listening in, first time getting to know you, plus appreciate you reading you just did for me and want to support you tonight. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much, Sylvia. You're a sweetheart. I'm glad to have you here as part of our channel. And I'm glad you came over from Marie's channel. She's such a sweetheart. I love Marie. Veronica, so I'm going to talk to your spirit guides and let's see, what is GE's intentions for you? Let's pull some cards. I already shuffled. So, oh, really nice. Okay. These are really nice cards. So I'm doing a longer reading for you. So right off the bat, I get the Empress, and the Empress is the motherly, the womanly, the real full-bodied woman is what I'm hearing. So, of course, Veronica, thank you. So this is, GE really thinks of you as a woman. Is what I'm hearing that's the best way. Hi, Linda. I just need you to subscribe, hon, and then I can put you on the list for a reading. If you'd like to donate up above to Venmo or to PayPal down below, $5 or $10, you're guaranteed to have the next reading. Just let Natalia know. Otherwise, I pick and choose for readings, okay? But I do need you to subscribe to be in the running. So Veronica, this is, he thinks of you as a real woman. Okay. If that makes sense. He really looks at you differently compared to other women. He really, is this somebody that you're crushing on, or is this somebody that you're actually beginning a relationship with? Veronica, is this someone that you like from afar, or is this someone that you're actually interested in? A guy you're seeing. He really likes you a lot. He thinks of you as very, very womanly, very warm, very compassionate, very nurturing. The Empress is the mother of the mother of the zodiac, right? Lots of times it's related to fertility. So I don't know your age, but if you're not wanting to get pregnant, be careful, because the Empress often comes up when there's an unexpected pregnancy. But right now, what I'm hearing mostly from this card for you is just very loving, very nurturing. Here he is. He's the Emperor. He kind of likes to be large and in charge is what I'm hearing about this guy. Does this sound about right for him, Veronica? I feel like he likes to be, he likes being the breadwinner. He likes to be the person that makes decisions and takes care of the little woman, kind of speak. He gives you equal and he treats you equally and independently. And he's wonderful as far as that goes. But I just feel like he also likes to be the man of the house. He's a med student. Great. And it's interesting because the star that comes up, the next card is one of the nicest cards in the deck. And it means nothing but wonderful things coming your way regarding this guy. I mean, I think it's a really nice long-term relationship. And the fact that the Knight is here, the Knight of Cups, which could be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. I don't know if you know what sign he is. But this is about moving forward and moving forward quickly. So I think that with the star here and with everything being so, I didn't say anything about you, hon. I need you to subscribe. He's a Scorpio, and that makes a lot of sense why the cup would be coming up. And moving forward quickly as you want it to, especially with the star card. He looks like a really, really good guy to me, and I have a really good feeling about him. Have you been seeing him for a long time? He's a Scorpio, and that makes perfect sense. Okay, well, what I'm doing, if you'd like to donate $5 to $10 above at Venmo, which is pinned, then you're guaranteed a reading. Otherwise, I'm going through and kind of just picking and choosing people to do some free, shorter readings for. You get a longer, more in-depth reading if you donate to the channel. Since December. Okay, so really not that long, but it seems to be like you're very, very comfortable with him. It feels to you, what I'm hearing from your guides, is if you've known this person for longer than that. Does that make sense, Veronica? And I think part of the reason is because he is a past life. You've known him in a past life, and he's coming forward towards you. He's coming forward towards you, and he's a really good guy. No sorry to what? I've said so many things. Yeah, what were you asking? What were you answering no sorry to, hun? You've had a past life together, yes. That's why I feel like you feel so comfortable with him. At this point, I feel like he's more interested than you are interested. Does that make sense? No, you wouldn't know if you met him in a past life, Veronica. I'm just saying that's why there's a comfortableness between the two of you, because you've known him from a past life. Yeah. You wouldn't know him from a past life. I don't think I know anybody from my past lives, but if you've known somebody, you just feel more comfortable with them. And I feel like he's a really good guy. I feel like he's around for the long haul. I really like him. I really like his energy. Your guides really like his energy. He very much could be a life partner with this star card, Veronica. I very much feel that. And he's, like I said, you will catch up to him, but his level is kind of swept you off your feet a little bit. His level of intensity has kind of swept you off your feet a little bit. And that's the Knight coming in so quickly and wanting to move things along so quickly. So if you want to slow it down, you are the Empress, you can be in charge. But look, the Emperor and the Empress came up, which shows me past life connection. Okay, so he's really the man and you're really the female. Do you know what I'm saying? And with the star here, it definitely could be long-term. You control how fast it goes though, okay? But I really feel like he's a keeper, Veronica. You're super feminine. And I feel like he's super masculine. I feel like he wants to be the masculine person that takes care of you. I absolutely feel that. And with all this love around you and this star and this happiness, it's beautiful. Just moving quickly. It's moving a little quickly for you. And I think you want to slow it down a little bit. It's not a bad thing it's moving quickly, but I feel like it's almost like catching you and kind of off guard a little bit. I know. And he's a super nice guy. I just feel like he's such a down-to-earth guy. He's not at all, stuck on himself, or, I mean, I just feel nothing but kindness coming from your guides about him. So hold on to this guy. Yeah, he's very bright. And I feel like because you're equally matched here with the Emperor and the Empress, I feel like you're equally as bright. So I feel like you're a good match for each other in the long term with this star. It's a wonderful reading, Veronica. Thank you so much for donating. I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed your reading. It's lovely. So I'm going to go down the list now and see who I pick. Natalia, how about you? How about a reading for you, Natalia? Jane, I'm just kind of picking people randomly as I go down. Unless you donate. If you donate, let Natalia know. $5 or $10 up at Venmo. And then you'll get a reading right away and it'll be more in depth. So right now I'm going to do a reading for Natalia. Natalia, what would you like to know? Because you're helping me tonight. I want to make sure you get a reading. Just a general reading from your guide. Sure, hon. Let's see what the cards show and what your guides are saying tonight, okay? Did anybody else donate? Venmo works around the world. I have people that pay for their readings around the world through Venmo. All you have to do is put a credit card in. Because I have people that pay for half-hour or hour-long sessions that I work. I just had a lady today from Switzerland. So Natalia, let's see what we have for you. Okay. Interesting. So I have the devil. And when the devil comes up, it's almost always, it can be a Capricorn, because the devil card represents a Capricorn that you're working with. Okay. And I do feel, Jane, it does work all around the world, hon, for Venmo. I have people all around the world. Anyway, so this is an addiction of some kind. I don't know if you're around somebody who's feeling very addicted, or if you could be like addicted to chocolate or addicted to exercise. I don't feel like it's necessarily a bad addiction. I just feel like it's some kind of an addiction. But I do have the Tower card coming after it, Natalia, as if there's a bump in the road of some kind. Tower usually is a wake up. I don't feel like, because you're surrounded by the Page, which is a really happy card, the Tower here doesn't have much meaning. Okay. It's not like the world is falling down or something major is happening around you. To me, because the Page is here and the Page is good luck, it's a messenger. This is just a bump in the road of some kind. This is like getting some kind of a news, addiction to your phone. Okay. That could be. This is getting some kind of news. So maybe it's through your phone, through a text, or through some kind of message that way. But it's definitely a Tower moment, is what I like to say. I don't feel like it's anything major, okay? And I've got the King of Swords here. So is there somebody in your life who is very fatherly to you, or it may be older, an interest of yours that is older than you, Natalia? You never know who I'm going to pull. That's true every time. Yeah, it could be romantic, or it could be just that you have a very strong parent. You have a very strong male parent in your life. Or you have someone that could be romantic that's coming in, if they're not already here. Your dad, is he a very kind of controlling guy? You've been worried. What are you worried about, hon? I'll pull a couple of cards on that. What are you worried about, Natalia? He's working on some projects. Abroad. Okay, so you're worried just because he's not around? So you don't get to see him that much? Let me pull a couple of cards on him. I've got the Four of Pentacles, and fours are angels are all around him and keeping him safe. So he is safe, okay? But I do have him not paying attention to his surroundings as much as she should. See, like this knight is moving forward, this Knight of Wands, which is a fire energy. I don't know if he's a Sagittarius, a Leo, or a Aries. I'm just reading, sorry, at the same time. Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, but they're a fire sign, and they tend to, he's not paying attention. See, the volcano is behind him, and he's not looking, and all the lava is starting to come down. It's not that something bad is going to happen to him, but I just feel like he needs to pay more attention to what he's doing. Okay? I feel like he's safe, though, because he has the four here, the Four of Pentacles, and that's safety in numbers for four. Four is all the angels all around you. So I feel like he's very safe. I don't think you need to worry about him, okay? Yeah, let him know just to kind of keep his eyes out and make sure he's safe and he's surrounded safely. But I feel like with this card, the angels are watching over him for sure. Okay, hon? I'm really glad you got a reading. It's amazing. Usually I get up to 20 people, and as soon as I say I'm going to start to charge and they're not free, how many people go away? That's kind of sad. That's discouraging to me. I really thought my readings that you guys enjoyed. Okay, let's do a reading. What would you like to know? Everybody else has left pretty much. Because they had to pay to get a reading. And that you have no idea how much that discourages me. I'm really sad about that. I will continue, I think, to do my my recorded messages, but I'm not sure if I'll continue to do my my live messages. What would you like to know, hon? What would you like to know about that person? I know, but it's sad, Patricia. It makes me sad that for $5 or $10 that people, I'll give you a reading next, Patricia, because you always donate. So hang in there, okay? I'm just going to do this one reading and then you're next. Patricia always helps and donates to the channel, and I'm very appreciative. I know, Venusian. It's just that we have had such a nice community going that I hate to see people leave, you know? I know they're here for the free readings. See, I'm not like that, so I have a hard time understanding it. I'm a nice person, and so I don't think that people would use other people. Do you know what I'm saying? I know you guys all donate, and I'm so grateful, and that's why you're still here. I know you do, Patricia. I know you do, Natalia. Everybody does. Will you end up with her? I'm hearing from your guides the answer is no, but I feel like it's going to be your choice that you're not going to end up with her. With Yale, sorry, terrible at names. Oh, you're so sweet. It frustrates me because I want to help as many people as I can. I just feel like you're going to make a decision that this is not the right person for you. I just feel it's going to be your choice to pull away. Hope I had a good hour. ENRVA. Eileen and Richard. Hi, Lisa. Getting in late. That's okay. Eileen, what I'm doing tonight is there's Venmo posted above. So if people donate $10, they get a reading right away, an in-depth reading. Hi, MJ. And if they donated $10 to Venmo to help support the channel, they get an in-depth reading. Otherwise, I'm just going through and pulling people to do occasional free readings. I'm not taking a list because I was finding that more and more people were coming on just to get the free readings. And I really, a lot of different people from channels kept saying, hey, you keep doing this and people are going to keep using you. And I don't want that. I want this to be a really nice community where we can talk about things esoterically and metaphysically and really get into things. And that's the kind of channel that I was hoping to develop. I think I'm going to start adding some things, possibly talking about, I noticed that the most successful channels are the channels where people are actually talking about things that are like happening in Washington or happening with certain people and reading on them and things like that. I think that makes a difference. So, Patricia, you're next. What would you like to know? And if anybody donates the $10 and would get a would get a reading after that, not free anymore because you paid $10 or more, feel free to donate. What would you like to know, hon? I thought I answered all your questions for you. The answer for why was there's no new person right now. Now is the time to kind of sit back and kind of look at yourself and feel where you are and get a good feeling for what it is you're looking for. Okay? No, there is no new girl right now. No. I don't know when, hon. I would say within like 6 months, but I think right now is a really good time for you to go within and to kind of be by yourself and figure out exactly what it is you want. Okay? Of course, you always have a free will to go out with anybody you want to go out with. You always have free will. So you don't necessarily have to go by my reading. Hi, Patricia. Jesse has a message for me last time, but I haven't heard from him. Can you ask him? Certainly. Let me ask. Call on Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel to bring the messages of love and light for Patricia's highest and best. Jesse, I want to call you in. He hears you. Patricia, he hears you asking him to come through. He does come through, he says. He has come through, but you don't hear him. Is it that you're not remembering your dream? Is it that you're not remembering dreams, Patricia? Let me ask him what his message is for you. Not to worry. Are you really worried about someone's health right now? Because he says you're very worried. Yes, Jesse has crossed over. You have been journaling. Are you aware of your dreams, Patricia? Because Jesse says he has come in some of your dreams. You're starting to remember them. Good, because he's going to start to remember. Oh, you're so sweet, Dawn. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Dawn is a sweetheart. If you want to pull any cards, then please do, my friend. Dawn is an awesome reader, everybody. Patricia, yes. So yeah, I do think it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. So what he's saying is that you're really worried about somebody, Patricia. He knows how worried you are. That's why he's been trying to come to you. Is it someone in your family? Dawn is an excellent reader. She doesn't have a channel. She used to work with me, but she has wonderful readings. But she also won't read for free. So you still have to give the $10 donation, and then you can get a reading from me. And possibly, if Dawn is up to it, she would pull a card for you. Yeah, Dawn's awesome. No, Jane. I'm working with Patricia right now, hon. Patricia, who is it that you're worried about? It's Zoe, I think. She's my dog. Okay. You donate up above. It's It's pinned to Venmo where you can use a charge card, Eileen, and then you would right away let us know that you donated, or you can do PayPal down below. There's a link down below the video where you can open it and it says donations of love, and you can donate through PayPal or you could donate through Venmo, which is pinned on here, and just tap it and click on it. And then you guaranteed a reading. Absolutely. Mediumship or psychic. It's Zoe, your dog, having problems with his hind. I feel like this is urinary or with his hips. Is that right, Patricia? Was this Jesse's dog? I'm getting goosebumps. That's why I'm asking. Was this Jesse's dog, Patricia? She has trouble walking, but she has cancer. And I feel like it's her. I feel like her hips and in her legs. And I feel like she's starting to have some urinary incontinence. He's just sending me a lot of goosebumps. He's worried for you. He's worried for you because he knows how much your dog means to you. Is what he's saying. Zoe means to you. Watch for that. It may be the next step. Okay, Patricia? But the hips. I'm so sad. I know, Patricia. The hips. He's your love. And Jesse knows this. And that's why he's sending me goosebumps. Because he wants to make sure you know that he's watching over Zoe. Okay? And you're worried, but he will take good care, is what he's saying. Does that make sense, Patricia? Dawn donated, so I'll be doing a reading for Dawn next. Yeah, I've been doing it for about 35 years, Haroon. I can definitely do mediumship. Patricia, she has trouble sometimes walking. I worry that I'll wake up and she won't be able to breathe. Oh, I'm sorry. Have they given her like any treatments or anything to take? Because I'm feeling like there's not a lot that they can do at this point. Jesse's mostly concerned about you. You know that. And it's not that he's being mean about the dog. He just says he's more concerned because you're so concerned. Does that make sense, Patricia? Yeah. Oh, gosh. I'm so sorry. He's not a dog person, but he loves you and he knows how much you love Zoe. So even though he's not a dog person, he's watching over you, hun. And he knows how much you love Zoe. So he's going to be watching over Zoe as well. Please know that. I'm so glad you're journaling. How are you enjoying it, Patricia? Jesse says he does come to you. I want him to make sure that she gets to Zed when she passes. Yes. Is that a brother of Zoe's? Oh, for someone else, hon. Okay. You didn't have to do that. You're so sweet. Dawn, you're always thinking. Dawn donated so that I can pick somebody to give a reading to, which was very, very sweet of her. Because she knows I'm trying to establish and build my channel. Not biological, but yes. Yeah, because I feel like they were two peas in a pod, Patricia. That's how Jesse's explaining them to me. I appreciate you, Venusian. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you got a reading and that you helped out the channel. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you. She grew up with him. Okay. That's lovely, Patricia. So Jesse is definitely watching over. He knows you're keeping a journal. Lisa gets treated like rubbish. I don't know what that means, but I hope he keeps trying. He is. I feel like you're getting clearer and clearer messages. And in the journaling, are you able to start to put together pieces yet in your journaling of your dreams? Hey, Mimi. So maybe I kind of switched gears a little bit and I'm doing $10 donations to at either Venmo, which is pinned, or you can go down below to get PayPal under donations of love. And you're guaranteed a reading that way. Otherwise, I'm kind of picking and choosing who I give a free reading to. But you get a more in-depth reading with the $10 donated to the channel. Because I don't have super chat because I'm not at 1,000 people. Sometimes, yeah. It's going to get better and better, hon. It's going to get better and better. Jesse, he's making you work for it, isn't he, Patricia? He's making you work at it. I'm very busy in my business, Haroon. This is just my sideline that I do for fun. My business is very busy with readers all around the world. Half-hour, hour-long readings at northernlights.one. You can go down below and find my website, just like when he was here. Yeah, he really cares so much, sweetie. And I feel like he's making you do all the hard work, but you are going to get there. You are going to get it. And I don't know why he's making you work so hard. He's chuckling. He's laughing. He thinks it's funny. It's not funny that you can't see him, but he thinks it's funny that he's making you work for it. He said, when was I ever easy, Patricia? When was I ever easy? Does that make sense, Patricia? He's such a sweetheart. He would. He's going to hear about it in my dreams. I know. I feel like when he does come, watch out, right? It's going to be, how long have we been talking about this? 2 months? And he's making you work for it. I think he really wants you to get a lot out of the journaling. And I think you're going to find that you really do get a lot out of the journaling. I think he's trying to expand and see you ascend. He's trying to expand your metaphysical and your empathic ability by having you start to journal. Yeah. And I think he knows that's what's good for you. So he's having you work hard. It's like the tree, holding the treat at the end. You know, I'm going to come and see you as soon as you get there. It's lovely. Mostly about your mom. That's what your dreams are. And your mom has passed, hon? I'm spending a lot of time with Patricia because she always donates to the channel, and I'm very grateful. Next time we'll bring through your mom, Patricia. Okay? I know you really want to hear for Jesse. Yes, Jesse's her son. You know they're together, right? And they are two peas in a pod. They have the same sense of humor, which I love. So I will definitely bring them both through for you. Okay, Patricia? Just know how much they love you and that they're together and they're keeping each other company. She brought him through. Yeah. She's a lovely lady. You're so welcome, sweetie. Anytime. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you helping to keep my channel going. So thank you for donating. You're a sweetheart. Anytime, Patricia. You know that. Yes, Dawn, were you picking up anything about Jessie for Patricia? It's her son that's crossed over. He's been gone a little over a year, right, Patricia? We've been working on doing some journaling because he's not coming through in dreams, and she really wants to see him. 4 years. She really wants to see him in dreams. So, Dawn, I don't know if you have a card or anything that comes through for Patricia. I think that should bring you comfort knowing the two of them are together, Patricia. I'm sure it does. He's a closet dog person. Oh, was. Did he refer to Zoe as a pain in the butt? Patricia, that's for you. Do you see Dawn's message? Dawn's a reader, and she's giving you a message. What do you think about that? That's why he brought up the dog. I kept getting goosebumps about the dog, but that's why he's bringing up the dog, which is fascinating. Zed was his pain in the butt, but Zed is with him. So they will be reunited for sure. Yes, Zed, he has Zed. That's awesome, Dawn. I love that message. Dawn, Patricia's a sweetheart like you are. I always give her my love when she comes on, for sure. So he's with the pain in the butt. Yes. Yes, Dawn, he is. But he will reunite them. Astral projection is traveling with loved ones who come to pick you up from the spirit world. And the astral means they travel with you. They take you around to different places. And sometimes people do it if someone in heaven wants them to see a specific place. You don't usually, you'll remember your dreams of going somewhere, but you'll almost always remember being dropped off in the morning. When you get dropped off in the morning, you'll always hear your name. I don't know if you ever wake up, Haroon, and suddenly you hear your name and you look around the room and there's nobody that could have called your name, but you swear that somebody called your name. And that's somebody dropping you off who just astral traveled with you. So it's almost always a loved one from heaven that's going to astral travel with you, which is lovely. Thank you, Patricia. Keep me posted on how Zoe's doing, honey, okay? Really, Haroon? Thank you, Dawn. Jane, what are you doing up at 4 a.m.? Goodness. Thank you so much, hon. Always happy to see you. Shamila Roy, hi. Shamila, have you subscribed, sweetie? Because I know you haven't been here before. While asleep and you hear that. Yeah, that's fascinating, Haroon. Shamila, have you subscribed, hun? You're an old subscriber. Okay. Because when I'm going through the list and picking people, I'm counting down 5 people from the top. Haroon, we've already talked about that. Should you start your own company, hun? We talked about that last time. And we said just to wait until after Mercury retrograde. And we've come out of Mercury retrograde. Remember? Wait until the 30th on May. Haroon, lots of readings on the net, not on topic. Go get it. Yeah, lots of really cool stuff. On May, have you subscribed? Hi, Louise. Trisha Jesse said to relax. Take a breath and he will be able to come through easier. Yeah, we've been talking about that, but it's been like 2 months, Dawn. He's really making her work for it. On May, have you subscribed? On me and me? If you subscribe, then I can add you to the list. Shamila, what would you like to know? I'll do a reading, hun. What would you like to know, Shamila? If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. If you'd like to donate, you'll be guaranteed a reading. You can donate above at Venmo, or if you go down below and open up the down below the reading, the video, you can hit a button which opens everything up, and it says donations of love, and you can do Venmo or PayPal to get guaranteed a reading. I'm just going around, Jane, and picking people at random. That's what I said I would do to those that didn't donate. Tatiana, you can be added to the list if you're a subscriber, hun. You can be added to the list, Louise. Yes, there is no list. What I'm doing is people can donate at Venmo or PayPal. Tatiana, I am your subscriber. Okay. So tonight, if people donate $10 to Venmo, $5 to $10, then they get a guaranteed a reading. Otherwise, I'm just kind of going through the list and I'm picking people at random that I just get drawn to, and then I feel like I need to answer. Okay. But you are guaranteed a reading and a longer reading if you donate. I'm trying to support the channel. Okay. Shamila, how Amag is feeling about me currently. This is a love from afar, correct, Shamila? I don't feel like you're totally, thank you, Patricia. Okay, Tatiana, I just need you to wait, okay, until I call. I know, he's so impatient with his mom. He makes me laugh, Dawn. Jesse's a good kid. We have never been in a relationship. So you're kind of seeing him from afar, from a distance, right? And you're liking him from a distance, so you'd like to get involved with him. Is that correct, Shamila? Not that he is unaware of this correct connection, of course. Okay. So you're not involved in a relationship, but he knows you like him. You're so welcome, Patricia. Dawn's had some great messages also. I know you miss him so much. He's always around you and he loves you very much, hon. I know. The waiting is... Well, that's great. Well, let's pull a couple of cards, Shamila, and see what we get. Okay, there's something about him that you are not looking at clearly, the truth coming out. The swords are about an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. So is he one of those signs? Shamila, is he one of those signs by any chance? He is a Scorpio, so he's a water sign. Because what I'm hearing is that you really need to take off the blinders and see what's out there. You're a Virgo. So tonight is your night. It's a Virgo full moon. So definitely shine on. Manifest like crazy tonight. Tonight's a really strong night for you, being a Virgo full moon, which is awesome. He's very guarded, and I get that. He's also carrying a heavy burden of some kind. So I don't know if he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. So I feel like this is him trying to do everything by himself and not asking for help. But you need to take the blinders off. There's something you're not seeing about him that could probably help you get closer to him. Maybe it's actually asking if he needs help. Because it looks like here he could use some help. He's very overburdened. And I'm hearing that if you do that, happy life here. Things are going to go well in the relationship. If you let go of the things you don't want to see, you don't want to see that he's overburdened, then he's not paying attention to you, but he is. So maybe if you help him get unburdened, then there'll be a happy life coming. I think he's guarded because he's overburdened, hon. Does that make sense, Shamila? He is in introspection. He is in introspection. I don't know what that is, hon. Do you mean he's a thinker? He does a lot of thinking? He reacts if I access him sometimes. Like he is away from social life. Oh, like he's an introvert. So he doesn't go out and do things. He's not like an extrovert. Hi, Richie. I just need you to subscribe. And then if you want to guaranteed a reading, you would go down below where the X is and open it up to donations of love. There's Venmo and PayPal. It's $10 to be guaranteed a reading. Otherwise, I'm pulling people out at random that I'm drawn to do a reading for free. But if you definitely need a reading, then you can donate. It is pinned above to Venmo. If you're desperately needing a reading, okay? Like he used to, not always, but he used to. Yeah, I like now he's not active on social media. He's all deactivated kind of to date. Okay. That makes sense, Shimala, because that's why I'm getting this overburden. And if he's pulling away, that's something that you're not seeing. What's the reason he's pulling away from social media and from social life? Dawn is a sweetheart, Patricia. Good friend. Distracted, detached from the world. Okay, so that's something you need to pay attention to and take the blinders off on. Okay. Do you want someone that is detached from the world? Do you want someone that's not out there and able to give you any affection and kindness? Because he's not right now. He's overburdened and he's staying inward. Look, he's not even looking up. He's looking down. He's detaching himself. I know you're watching him from afar, but I'm not 100% sure, Sharmila, that he's the perfect person for you. If that makes sense. I feel like there's somebody that that you could do better with. I feel like there's somebody that you want to help him. I am naturally drawn to him. Yeah, and he is overburdened, so I'm sure he would appreciate your help for sure. And if you want to help him, definitely. I mean, that's loving, that's kind. No one's going to turn down help. I think that's wonderful. The last thing you feel things would change, like I respond if I reach out. I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like he's that distant right now that I'm not sure reaching out is the answer, especially if he's pulled away and closed himself down from the rest of the world. And maybe that he wants to just shut down and you won't get anywhere with him. You're going to have to play this one by ear, Sharmila. If you feel like he's opening the door a crack to let people in, I would go in and talk to him about it. Okay? If he stays locked up and isolated, then I don't feel like reaching out is going to help. Okay? Yeah, I'm not sure either, and I'm not getting a real clear guidance from your angels. I'm just hearing that they're not thinking this is the greatest person for you because you're more outgoing and more loving and more kind, and you need that feedback. You need someone around you like that. And I don't feel like he's that person right now. Does that make sense? You're so welcome, hon. Is there anyone else on here who would like a reading? I know there's only 2 people left. I'm grateful for all of you that came. Thank you. I'm grateful for all of you that helped out. And helped the channel. Thank you. And me? Okay, sure. Good night, Natalia. Thank you, hon. As always, you're a sweetheart. You too, Patricia. I'm so glad you stayed around and that Dawn was able to give you some messages as well. Richie, you may want to subscribe to get a reading. And then you can, to guarantee a reading, you can go to Venmo and donate $10. And that way you're guaranteed to get a reading. I'm so glad, hon. Thank you, Dawn. Oh, good, Sylvia. Have you been getting stuff? Things that apply to you as well? On me, something short on the future. Sure, let's see what's going on. Okay, right off the bat, I've got the Knight of Cups. I mean, the Knight of Pentacles. Green, green, green. Healthy, healing, love around you. On me. Or and me. Okay, I think of Raphael, Archangel Raphael coming in. Look how dark the sky is in this picture, though. It doesn't look happy behind him, right? He's got his guard closed on his face shield. He's moving, but he can't move very far, can he? Because look at the branch that's there in front of him. So you may be trying to move, and me, but you can't do much at this point. You're kind of stuck. And you're also stuck with the Two of Wands. The One of Wands. The One of Wands is too hot to touch right now. I mean, Pentacles, you're dealing with a earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Pisces. And Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. And with the Wands, you're dealing with fire signs, which is Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. But it's too hot to handle this. Some kind of a situation. And I don't know if it is, and me, I don't know if there's something that's coming up that you're concerned about health-wise. but I feel like you don't need to be, but it's too hot to get a hold of right at this moment. Just let things cool down for a little bit, give it a little bit of space, and you'll be able to get in there. Okay? It is a lot, but you're going to be fine overall, the angels say. Okay? You're protected. You're going to be fine. All right, hon? Is there anyone else that's here? There's only 2 people that are on. I'm so glad you decided to join us. Did you join from Marie's channel and me? I love Marie. She's so sweet. Sure, Ritz. What would you like to know? You'll be the last person I do a reading for, hun. You're welcome. What would you like to know? Will SB try to reconnect with me in the future? We were friends, but currently we are not in talking terms. Yeah, I feel like that ship has sailed, Ritz. Your angels are telling me that you need to move away or move on. That it's not a good connection for you. Was SB a little bit toxic? Toxic energy? She was my college friend. Yeah, I don't feel like there's a connection there, and I don't see one coming anytime soon. That doesn't mean you won't reconnect in the future. I'm just hearing not right now. Okay? Possibly in the future. Oh, I know sometimes that happens, but sometimes people are in our life for a short amount of time. Sometimes they're in for a long amount of time. You never know. And right now you're not talking, so it's really hard to get back together. But I wouldn't rule it out for the future. I'm just saying right now it's not going to work. Okay? I'm glad you stayed around and asked a question. Have a wonderful night. Everyone that's on here, thank you. I love having you come on. I love our community.